So what is a petty cash fund? It is a small fund in which a business sets aside in the form of cash for small payments where checks are unnecessary. It is used for payments for supplies, delivery charges, and other minor cost items. The process will include establishing the fund, making payments from the fund, and replenishing the fund. The first step is to establish a fund. To do this, the business will need to estimate and/or correctly identify the cash amount needed for the small payment and write a check. Then, the business will need to create a general ledger account and create a journal entry. Let's look at the example of Mechanics R Us. On September the 1st, Mechanics R Us cashes a $150 check to establish a petty cash fund and gives cash to Robert, the custodian. When creating the journal entry, the business will debit petty cash and credit cash. The entry increases petty cash, which is classified as an asset, as well as decreasing cash, which is also an asset. Thereby, the total ending amount in the asset account has not changed. The next step is making payments from the fund. This is done in two means. First, to make a payment, and second, to reimburse payments in which employees have made. When making payments from the fund, the receipts for the use of the cash should be permitted to the custodian, the person in which the money is attributed to. Also, no journal entries are necessary, only in the process of replenishing the fund. Finally, a business will need to replenish the fund. A business will need to count the cash that is remaining. Then a check is written to bring back the cash to its original amount. The receipts are then used as documentation for recording expenses. This is all summarized in the replenishment report. Let's continue the example of Mechanics R Us. The following is the business petty cash fund replenishment report. First, the business states its petty cash fund, totaling to $150, less the cash remaining in the fund. This determines the cash requested to replenish the fund, which is $90. Then, the receipts are stated, totaling to $70. When replenishing a fund, the cash requested to replenish the fund should equal the total receipts. If not, a cash over and short account must be introduced. To do this, Mechanics R Us will debit expenses and credit cash. For the business to increase its debit account to equal the cash amount, they'll need to introduce the cash over and short account valued at $20, ultimately finalizing the replenishment process.